Learn English through stories. Intermediate English. The story of McDonald's. Have you ever wondered how a simple food idea became a global empire? In this story, you will learn how McDonald's grew from a small restaurant into one of the most recognizable brands in the world. Listen carefully, read along, and think about how small ideas can lead to big change. Don't just study English, live it through stories. The early days. In the 1940s, the McDonald brothers opened a small restaurant in California. The menu offered many items, including barbecue, sandwiches, and drinks. At first, it looked like many other roadside restaurants of the time, but behind the scenes, the brothers were carefully watching how customers ordered and what they enjoyed most. A smart discovery. Over time, a clear pattern began to appear. Hamburgers made up most of the orders, far more than any other item on the menu. Customers kept choosing the same simple food, again and again. This observation helped the brothers understand what customers truly wanted: a simple menu. In 1948, the brothers closed their restaurant and made a bold decision. When they reopened, the menu was much smaller. They removed the barbecue and kept only a few popular items. By focusing on speed and simplicity, they created a new kind of restaurant. Speedy service system. Between 1948 and 1949, the brothers invented the speedy service system. This system turned the kitchen into an assembly line. Each worker had one simple job, which made everything faster and more efficient. Food was ready in seconds instead of minutes. This new system became the foundation of modern fast food. Iconic arches. In 1953, Dick wanted his building to stand out. He sketched 2 large yellow arches on the sides of the restaurant. He thought they would catch the eyes of drivers from far away. These golden arches became a symbol of the brand. People began to recognize the bright yellow color as a sign of quick food and friendly service. The milkshake salesman. Ray Kroc was a traveling salesman. He sold machines that could mix 5 milkshakes at once. In 1954, he heard about a small restaurant in California that used 8 of his machines. He was very curious. He traveled across the country to see why the McDonald brothers needed so many milkshakes. Ray Kroc was very impressed by their speed. A national vision. Ray Kroc saw something the brothers did not. He saw the future. He suggested that they open restaurants all over the United States. Ray wanted to be their franchise agent. This meant he would find people to open new locations using the brothers' system. Dick and Mac agreed, and a famous partnership began between the 3 ambitious men. The first franchise. In 1955, Ray Kroc opened his own McDonald's in Des Plaines, Illinois. It looked exactly like the original stand in California. Ray worked very hard to make sure everything was perfect. He wanted customers in Illinois to have the same experience as customers in California. This marked the beginning of McDonald's System, Incorporated, which would later grow into a nationwide business. Strict standards. Ray Kroc believed in 3 things: quality, service, and cleanliness. He made rules for every franchise owner. Every hamburger had to have the same amount of onions and pickles. The floors had to be clean, and the staff had to be friendly. This consistency made customers feel safe. They knew exactly what to expect at any location they visited. The real estate idea. While the business grew, Ray Kroc faced money problems. He was not making much profit from the food alone. A man named Harry Sonneborn had a brilliant idea. He told Ray that the real business wasn't hamburgers, but real estate. Harry Sonneborn suggested that Ray's company should buy the land where the restaurants were built to secure their future. Owning the land Following Harry Sonneborn's advice, the company began to purchase property. They would lease the land back to the franchise owners. This provided a steady income for the company. This model changed everything. It gave Ray Kroc the money he needed to grow the business quickly. Today, the company is still one of the largest real estate owners in the world. The final buyout. By 1961, Ray Kroc and the McDonald brothers had different ideas about the future. Kroc wanted the company to expand further, while Dick and Mac were satisfied with their success. That year, the company was sold for $2.7 million. It was a huge amount at the time, and Kroc became the sole owner. Going public. In 1965, the company reached a new milestone. They became a public company on the stock market. This is called an IPO. Many people bought shares in the company. On the first day, the stock price went up very quickly. This gave the company even more money to open new restaurants and create new menu items for their customers. Creative solutions. Franchise owners often came up with new ideas. In 1962, Lou Groen owned a restaurant in a neighborhood where people did not eat meat on Fridays. He was losing money. He created a fish sandwich to help his business. Ray Kroc liked the idea, and the filet-o-fish was added to the national menu for everyone to enjoy. A face for kids. To attract families, the company introduced a character. In 1963, Ronald McDonald appeared for the first time. He was a friendly clown who loved hamburgers. Ronald McDonald helped make the restaurant a fun place for children. He became one of the most famous characters in the world. Families loved visiting him and eating their favorite meals together. The signature burger. In 1968, another franchise owner named Jim Delegati created a new burger. It had 2 beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, and onions on a sesame seed bun. He called it the Big Mac. It was much larger than the regular hamburger. It was so popular that it became the signature sandwich of the entire global brand. Faster service. Life was getting faster in the 1970s. In 1975, the first drive-through window opened in Sierra Vista, Arizona. Soldiers from a nearby military base were not allowed to leave their cars while in uniform. The drive-through allowed them to buy food easily. This innovation made service faster and changed the restaurant industry forever. Crossing borders. The company began to look outside of the United States. In 1967, they opened their first international restaurants in Canada and Puerto Rico. Ray Kroc wanted the world to experience his system. It was the beginning of a global journey. People in different countries were excited to try American-style hamburgers and the world-famous French fries for the first time. Global growth. The company continued to expand across Europe, Asia, and South America. As it entered new countries, it learned how to adapt to different cultures. In some places, the menu was changed to match local tastes, such as adding spicy foods or rice. At the same time, the core values of quality and service remained the same. The Golden Arches became a global landmark. The Moscow opening. A historic event took place in 1990. After years of planning, the first McDonald's restaurant opened in Moscow, Russia. On the first day, thousands of people stood in long lines for hours to try the food. Many had never tasted a Big Mac before. The opening became a symbol of changing times and the end of the Cold War. Giving back. The company also focuses on charity. In 1974, the first Ronald McDonald House opened. These houses provide a place for families to stay near their sick children while they receive medical care. They help keep families close during difficult times. Today, there are hundreds of these houses all over the world. Facing challenges. Success also brought criticism. In 2004, a documentary called Super Size Me raised concerns about health and nutrition. In response, the company added healthier options such as salads and fruit. It also began sharing more nutritional information so customers could make better choices for their health and well-being. Social responsibility. As the company grew, concerns about worker wages and working conditions also increased. Employees and labor groups raised their voices, and the company had to respond. Over time, it has worked to improve training, workplace standards, and career opportunities for its millions of employees. Sustainability goals. Today, the company is focusing more on the environment. It has set goals to improve sustainability, including better packaging and reduced waste. With over 41,800 locations worldwide, even small changes can have a large impact on the planet. A lasting legacy. From a small barbecue stand to serving about 68 million customers each day, the story is remarkable. It is a story of hard work, innovation, and change. Ray Kroc's dream grew into a global phenomenon. Whether you like the food or the business model, there is no doubt that this company has changed the way the world eats today. What about you? Have you ever seen a small idea grow into something big? What helped it succeed? Hard work, timing, or support from others? Think about your own goals. What small step could you take today that might lead to something meaningful? If you like, share your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share for more fun English lessons.